first characteristic of German companies that provide a competitive advantage is that majority of their companies focus on exports. The manufacturing sector is where Germany excels the most. Manufacturing accounts for 21% of Germany's economy in comparison to only 13% of the US's or 12% of the United Kingdom's. Germany's main exports are manufacturing goods such as automotives, and it rose 11% in 2010 to more than $1.3 trillion. The automotives industry is the largest profit generator for Germany and focuses mainly on the mass market and exports to other countries as their profit generator. They are efficient by using workers that are flexible in wages and hours in return for financial job security. One of the largest competitive advantages is that Germany focuses on having a variety of large mass companies such as these listed above, but they also focus mainly on small and medium-sized enterprises that go into the niche markets. Small and medium-sized enterprises generate profit by being suppliers to multinational corporations, both within Germany and outside of their nation's borders, as well as being exporters themselves. 1,130 German small-medium enterprises held the number 1 and number 2 spots in world markets for their product and number 1 in the European market. Germany is able to excel in these niche markets through their biggest competitive advantage, their vocational education approach. This approach combines academic studies with factory apprenticeships and continues to yield highly trained and technologically adept workers. The Fraunhofer Institute is one of the best-known institutes that have over 60 locations located in Germany. While the Fraunhofer is an independent non-government entity, each Fraunhofer Institute is linked with a German university. These institutes focus on applied research that then can be integrated into the factories within Germany. Many large companies may even create their own version of the vocational education system, as seen above in Siemens' diagram. The main advantages of vocational education is that students get to learn their crafts and apprenticeships starting at a very young age and can work really hard to perfect these crafts. Students are able to have already had multiple years of work experience under their belt by the time they are 20 years old and feel prepared to enter into these mass factories or the small niche markets through small and medium-sized enterprises while having job experience. Different regions of Germany's Fraunhofers focus on different specialties. Some that are closer to the larger companies such as Siemens, Volkswagen, and Mercedes focus on the automotives and applied research in that sector, while in more rural areas they choose the niche markets where these students will most likely become workers of the small and medium-sized enterprises. The result of this is that these workers are highly trained and skilled and well-versed in their craft and are able to produce a well-produced product. Another advantage of vocational education is that these students are given an apprenticeship with a company starting at a young age and establish a sense of loyalty with these companies. Most employees tend to work for the same company for the majority of their life, but in return are given great job security and benefits. This is a massive advantage for Germany because this sense of loyalty that the employers feel to the company works as an advantage to both. The workers feel a sense of security in their job and pay, making it easier for factory workers to accept modest pay raises since they know that they will have their job for years. This also keeps costs down because companies don't have to worry about constantly rehiring new employees, and especially with the vocational education system, they are able to monitor the progression of future workers. This means that they can keep a more stable salary for employees over the years. Overall, Germany has competitive advantages because they tend to focus more on the long-term goals of their company instead of short-term profit. Their focus is a high quality in both product and worker, knowing that in the end, that is what will generate the highest amount of profits and revenue.